Good evening everyone, this is Country Mouse again, here to take you out on another walk. Yes, it is the evening. I know I do my walks generally in the morning, but we've had a couple of days of real strong winds, some gale force, and this evening, although it still sounds a bit windy, hopefully not affecting the video too much, it has improved a lot. It's bright and sunny, still warm at 19 degrees, which is 66 Fahrenheit, and thought it'd be nice to take a walk somewhere, so I've come out, found somewhere to park and decided we'll go for a walk down the side of the river. So this is the River Haven. See some ducks swimming out there, and the River Haven travels from inland in Lincolnshire and passes by Wainfleet. All Saints, because Wainfleet's split into two, Wainfleet St Mary and Wainfleet All Saints, and the river goes generally between the two. The river's the dividing line. So I've just been round, look at our ducks. And a nice evening. Now you can see the river splits here, and that is the relief channel. Locals we call it the cut. And if you're thinking that Wainfleet sounds familiar, oh, got a doggy having a bark at us. If you think Wainfleet sounds familiar, in June 2020 it made headlines around the world because the cut there, partially down, broke its banks, and it flooded a big portion of Wainfleet town itself. So I believe that majority of people are now back in their homes. I know a few aren't, but that's mainly, I think, down to the fact that the coronavirus pandemic and lockdown put a stoppage on some of the work being done. Thankfully nobody was injured, but there was a lot of damage to property. And the strange thing about it was, if you were on this side of the river where we're looking, where the cut is over there, everything was underwater, and it was like you couldn't tell land from water. But if I pan round to where the fields are on this side, it was bone dry. Very, very strange. You could literally stand on the bridge behind us. If I turn around, you can see the bridge where I started from, and it'd be gushing water down one side like a massive stream, river, and on the other side nothing. So if the name Wainfleet sounds familiar, that'll be why. So the cut was actually built to try and stop the flooding. So the haven where we're walking takes the river, flows naturally round the southish side of Wainfleet, and then moves towards the coast and out to sea. And the cut, the relief river, travels on the northern side of Wainfleet, joining back up with the haven on the other side before it goes out to sea. Now it's a tidal river, so when the tide's in it can be very full, and the water can't go out to sea until the tide changes. Lot of waterfowl and birds singing. Turn slightly, get a good view of the windmills. They're about the biggest in this area. There's two of them there. A train line. It's the only train line that runs between Skegness, which is on the coast, and first stop is Boston. It does actually stop in Wainfleet, and then it goes on to Grantham. So if you need to come to the coast, that is the train you will be taking. So where we're walking, because we're quite away from Wainfleet, we're about possibly 2 miles away. It's because Wainfleet itself is about 5 miles from the coast. Its nearest big town is Skegness, which is a seaside holiday town. And we're about 2 miles out of Wainfleet, and it's on, when I say the coast, it's the east coast of the UK. Beautiful sunset going on, lovely fields. Do love this golden hue that you get at harvest time. So as you might have guessed, if you're a treadmill walker, although the ground's uneven, we are talking a flat walk. You can see from the fields, farmers have been busy harvesting, but much of the fields on that side of the river that was flooded have been left. They've said it could be years before they're able to be used again. Now, I'm not quite sure if you can see, but there's some more windmills right off there in the distance, just there along that headline. Those are windmills that are actually out at sea and not at Skegness, but out off the coast near Ingermells, which is further along the coast from Skegness. But when you've got a clear, bright day like today, you can actually see them quite well. They look very close. It's one of those illusions that as you drive nearer to Skegness, you can't see them until you get down on the beach. But from this distance, you can. Just pound around and let you see the views of the fields. It may be flat, but it's certainly very pretty. And we've got canals across the river. Farmers do actually sometimes have them on this side, but I did check before, because it's not a very big piece of land to be sharing it in a walk with cows. But they're all over there at the moment, and it looks like we've got a youngster with his mum. seem very interested in what I'm up to. See, we've got a field there that's yet to be harvested. There's a small road, as you can see, there's traffic on it. It goes over the bridge ahead. And the bridge ahead, you can see, is called Crow's Bridge. But I'm uncertain why it's called that, but it's been known as that as long as I can remember. Looks like we've got some fishermen ahead, just setting up. We've got a small wood over to the side. So we're coming up to the road, caravan park and a small wood. So I'm going to turn and walk back. Kemble windmills over there. And take a walk back up. Where it came. Because when you get down to the caravan park and that bridge, you can't go any further. You have to go onto the main road then. Cross over, and there is a small road that runs the other side of the river. It goes all the way into Wainfleet. I might do that as part of a walk around Wainfleet at some point. The sun's starting to set, so I don't want to leave it too long before I head back to the car. There's all sorts moving about in the reeds. I can't actually see anything. There's the cows again. So it's about 30 minutes, so I'm going to call it there. So that was just a wander down the Haven and a look at the different short sections you can see with the cut and everything else. So the road ahead that way is one of the roads that takes you into Wainfleet. You'll cross over the train track going that way. Back down there to Crow's Bridge, again one of the busiest roads going in. And the main road into Wainfleet is over there, and that's the main road that takes you from Wainfleet to the market town of Spilsby. So, beautiful evening, just a quick 30-minute walk. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you do, please like, please subscribe. Please come back and look at some of my other videos and some of the ones I'll be doing. Hopefully see you soon. It's been great having you with me. Take care, look after yourselves. Bye.